Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a spruce wood survival house with a greenhouse. This is the amount of space required to make your build. Here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. If you have made the grid, begin on the front left hand corner of it and count backwards 1, 2, 3 and then right by 1. Place 7 spruce planks extending right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then extend backwards by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Extend across the back of the build and join all the way back to where you very first started. You can fill the center of this in with your flooring material. I'm going to use oak planks for this part. And once that has been complete, we are going to place a door. The door is placed on the block right of the front left hand corner of our grid. We then want to, left of this door, extend this corner block up by 3 using spruce planks. 1, 2, 3. Extend to the right and join down to the opposite corner. And then extend back and join down to the corner, extend across and join down to the corner, and then this left side can actually just be completely filled in using spruce planks. On the lower part of the build, we have a bunch of windows. Right of the door, we simply just want to place a vertical row of spruce. And then we want to add a row of spruce along the bottom of this empty space, and then split this area into 2. We want to do a similar thing on the right side, so on the right side we'll have a door on the end, a row of spruce planks along the bottom, and then we want to have a gap, spruce, gap, spruce. Along the back of the build, we are simply just going to fill this in, but we might change that a little bit later on. You'll see what I mean when we get there. We're going to have a spruce stair that will lead us up to this little doorway here. And for each one of these window spaces, we simply want to flip open oak trapdoors from the inside like this, which will give us some windows. So for the second story of the build, it's up to you whether you want to use spruce planks or oak planks, but my personal preference here is to use spruce. We have to fill the entire second floor in, so whichever one you choose, use that. Then on the front left hand corner of our build, we want to place a row of 1, 2, 3 spruce planks and extend this backwards along the back of the build so that we have a solid row spanning from front to back. On the front of the build, we want to place a row of glass right of the end of the row of spruce, with then a row of spruce right of that. Take the bottom and extend to the right 1, 2, and then up 1, 2, and then back across like this. We want to have the exact same thing on the back as well, so we will have the same window, and then we will have the same square of spruce planks that you can see on the front of the build. And then on the side here, we will have the same door that we have down below because we want to get out onto this balcony. And we'll place a row of spruce planks along the bottom, along the top, and then we will have gap, spruce, gap, spruce. And then simply fill these gaps in using oak trapdoors, flipped upwards from the inside. And then spruce fence all the way around the edge of the balcony that we have created. Now that will give us this shape. Once we have this shape, the next thing that we have to do is make the roof, which is really easy. If we place a row of oak slabs on the right and left side of the build, and have the oak slabs overhang the front and the back of the build by one row, like this, and then all we have to do is extend the oak slabs inwards and upwards until they eventually connect to each other naturally. And then, if we add a single spruce plank here and spruce plank here, then that will cover up any gaps that are left by placing these oak slabs, extend them down, and then we simply just want to extend the oak slabs forwards and backwards. Now, this part is a little bit tricky, extending from front to back like this, when we have to make these solid planks. We could actually just use the oak planks, actually. That would make it a lot easier. And there we go. That is kind of like the base of the house complete, which is, honestly, to me, it looks like quite a nice, charming little house. But we are about to make it so much better. So the next thing that we will do is place 2 rows of spruce planks directly in front of the house, spanning from left to right. On the left side, we want to place a row of spruce stairs, so 1, 2, and then a row of oak leaves extending right, sat in front of the spruce planks. Spruce fence on top of the leaves like this, and we want to place spruce stairs extending off and down from the porch that we have created. Oak leaves in between these stairs and the back set of stairs, and then directly to the right of this spruce stair that we have at the back, we want to place a glass. Now, this is going to be the dome, and is it still technically a dome if it's not dome-shaped? You guys get the idea. It's basically just like a bigger glass blocks, really. So, we want to extend glass, extending out from the house 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then all the way forwards, and it's just going to join to the leaves that we have placed on the front of the house. Now, this glass wants to be 4 rows high in total, like this, and we are going to extend it upwards and then fill the top of it in eventually. So this is going to be kind of like, it is essentially a greenhouse. So we want to fill the top of it in. It will kind of line up with the side of the balcony like this, and we'll end up with something that looks exactly like that, which is perfect. So the next thing that we are going to do is place oak leaves along the side of the house, across the back, and we are not going to place it along the back of the greenhouse. But we are going to have some fake trees, and they are placed, if we start from the front left-hand corner, a spruce fence gap, so on and so forth, extending back along the leaves and along the back of the house like this. And then we want to place a couple of oak leaves on top of each spruce fence, extending up like so, and it's just like a nice decoration. It kind of helps to blend this house into something that's a bit more naturistic. And beyond this, we do have a few more decorations that we can do out here, which are quite cool. So we're going to grab a shovel, golden hoe, they don't specifically have to be gold, carrots, potato, flower pots, and a bunch of saplings. Perfect amount of inventory space. And we're going to place a row of grass path directly in front of the house, but not in front of the dome. I keep calling it the dome, but it's not a dome. It doesn't even matter. Well, anyway, we want to place flower pots along the balcony that we have on the second story of the house, and we start on the corner and then we leave a gap of 1, and I'm simply just going to fill these with the different saplings, as I am obsessed with potted saplings at the moment. I don't know why. I just find them really cool. We are also going to shovel a path leading from the front of the house to the back of the house. You can kind of walk around this house in a loop through, including the inside of the house. You can kind of just make like a loop. And we are going to hoe the rest of this area here and plant some potatoes and then some carrots. Feel free to plant what you like. I really like the sweetberry bushes. They are called sweetberry, right? Yeah, the sweetberries bushes look very, very cool to me. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much the entire outside. Once that has grown, that will be 100% perfect. So we now have to move on to the inside. So that kind of requires a little bit of a material change. Heading inside of the house now, we first of all want to place a couple of barrels extending from the floor to the ceiling in the back left-hand corner of the build. And in front of it, an armor stand, and I am going to outfit it with some armor. In front of this, I'm going to place a spruce plank on the ground, spruce stair in front, and a spruce stair on top. And I just have to dig out a strip of, it's the entire area, actually, like the entire left side of the ceiling here just has to be dug out, allowing us access to the second floor, and I'm just going to climb back down here. On the back of the build, you may choose to add a window on the back. So this is what I was talking about earlier. I was thinking about having just a nice big open window on the back of the build, which is a little bit of personal preference. So it's up to you whether you want to have this or not, but I think it's quite cool just to have, like, I'm really enjoying just like glass at the moment, as you might be able to tell. So this entire back window I'm quite happy to have as glass. Well, anyway, once we have done with this little decoration here, we are going to throw these away as I equip some of the armor, and we're going to grab all of the tables: crafting, smithing, fletching, cartography, a lantern, a flower pot, and we'll also grab some oak saplings as well. And in this corner, we are going to plant all of those tables. We're going to stick a lantern on one, flower pot on one of the others, and just oak saplings. Now, if you did want to add a little bit more cheeky storage space, you could, underneath the tables, place a bunch of barrels, and then you could place a slab, or stairs actually works as well, although it's a different colour, so it probably wouldn't be too suitable, although it does make it stand out, so it's up to you. I'd probably rather use either slabs or oak stairs though, because then that does at least have the same colour, and it's a little bit more subtle this way, and you can have just a bunch of extra storage for basically no more of the actual living space. So this is downstairs, very, very simple indeed. So once we have completed that, we can come up here, and up here we are going to need, let's just grab everything that we need in one go. We'll need a bed, spruce fence, the barrels, lantern, we will need furnace, chest, flower pot, oak sapling, and that'll do. So in the corner here, a red bed with a couple of spruce fence to the side of it, a couple of barrels above the bed on the ceiling. We are also going to fill the rest of the ceiling in using oak planks just to keep up with the continuity. In front of the bed, a chest with a furnace in front of that, flower pot with a sapling inside of the pot, and then above the chest on the ceiling we are going to have a lantern, and that's it. Very, very simple. We have access to the outside, second floor, everything is nice and decorated with all of the stuff that we could possibly need. That is the tutorial. Look at the chainmail. That is the tutorial complete. And that's it. I hope that you have enjoyed the tutorial. Please do remember to like and subscribe. Click that little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.